It was the very day that changed everything, though they didn't yet know it. Two disciples, weary and heartbroken, walked the dusty road from Jerusalem to a village called Emmaus, about 7 miles away. Their minds were swirling with the shocking events that had unfolded. The crucifixion of Jesus, their longed-for Messiah, and the mystery of the empty tomb. As they walked and discussed, a man approached them and began walking alongside them. It was Jesus himself, but they were kept from recognizing him. He asked them what they were discussing, and they stopped, their faces filled with sadness. One of them, Cleopas, replied with disbelief, "Are you the only one in Jerusalem who doesn't know the things that have happened?" Jesus, gently drawing them in, asked,
"What things?"
They responded with emotion, telling him about Jesus of Nazareth, the prophet mighty in word and deed before God and all the people, how their leaders had handed him over to be crucified. "We had hoped he was the one who would redeem Israel," they said, their voices trembling. They spoke of the third day since it all happened, and the astonishing report from some women among them, how they had found the tomb empty and seen a vision of angels declaring he was alive. Some of their companions had gone to the tomb and found it just as the women had said, but they did not see Jesus. Then the stranger rebuked them lovingly.
"How foolish you are, and how slow to believe all that the prophets have spoken. Did not the Messiah have to suffer these things and then enter his glory? Don't you see? From the very beginning, all of it pointed to me. In Genesis, I am the promised seed who would crush the serpent's head. In Exodus, I am the Passover lamb whose blood brings freedom. In Leviticus, every sacrifice, every priest, it all foreshadowed my atonement. In Numbers, I was the bronze serpent lifted up, bringing healing to the people. In Deuteronomy, I am the prophet Moses spoke of, raised up by God to speak his words. The Psalms sing of me, of my suffering, my resurrection, my eternal kingship. Jeremiah spoke of a new covenant. I am that covenant, written not on stone, but on hearts. The scriptures weren't just about laws or prophets. They were telling a single story, a story of redemption. And I am its fulfillment. The Messiah had to suffer and then enter his glory."
Their hearts burned within them, stirred by this divine explanation, yet they still did not know who he was. As they reached Emmaus, Jesus acted as if he would go farther, but they pleaded with him, "Stay with us, for it is nearly evening. The day is almost over." And as they sat to eat, he took bread, gave thanks, broke it, and began to give it to them. In that moment, their eyes were opened. They recognized him. It was Jesus. And then, just as suddenly, he disappeared from their sight. Amazed, overwhelmed, they turned to each other and exclaimed, "Were not our hearts burning within us while he talked with us on the road and opened the scriptures to us?" Without delay, they got up and hurried back to Jerusalem. There they found the 11 and others gathered together, and the two disciples shared their own astonishing experience, how Jesus had walked with them, taught them, and was finally recognized when he broke the bread. Their sorrow had turned to joy, their confusion to clarity. The risen Christ had walked with them, and everything had changed.